Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a place where we learn better so we can do better and be better. Today I brought you a book on the money, on the money, on the money, okay? Because I believe financial freedom is very, very important. So I read a book called Become Your Own Financial Advisor by Warren Ingram, right? So he is a very knowledgeable person in terms of finances. He's been a financial planner for more than 2 decades. He's a host. He is an author because we were doing a book review, and he's just been in the financial space for so long and started his own company that is also within the financial space. So his book is literally a one-stop shop for everything financial related. Like everything financially related is just there. Be it your insurance, be it how to invest, how to save, how to budget, your will, creating your trusts, your taxes, and your money. Listen, it's an all-in-one book. So let me get into one of the favorite things or some of the things I loved about this book. So he says it will take you approximately 8 years to become a millionaire. Yes, you heard me right. 8 years. So he says that if you save 5,000 Rand every month for the next coming 8 years, not just save actually, if you invest the money in shares for the next 8 years, you can be a millionaire. So what I loved about his book is that he was bringing in the principle of investing and proving how shares are actually the best investment, because over a long period of time they have gained more than any other type of investment. So he speaks about the importance of that and how good that is for us. And then he says another thing: make sure that you're avoiding debt, especially if you're starting to work. He speaks about bad debt, and I'm sure if you've listened to some of my videos, we've spoken about this. So bad debt is you buying clothes on credit, you buying furniture on credit, you popping bottles and eating restaurants on credit. Those things are bad debts. You need to make sure that your debts are things that grow you. So for example, I like that he wasn't extreme in a sense that when you buy a car, he's like, make sure that your car is not more than 30% of your salary, okay? Not more than 30%. So make sure you're putting enough money to pay your deposit. Don't strain yourself. So I like that he gave us a threshold in order to see, in terms of our finances, how do we plan them around and how do we actually set them up to make sure that whenever you are getting an expense like getting a car, which is going to take you like 5 years to repay, you know very well that email, okay, because you have to think about petrol, you have to think about the insurance. Those are things that you should take into account, and not just the installment of the car, right? And then he says that oh my god, this is the punchline. So he says in South Africa it takes about 1 million rand to raise a child, right? Take them through private schooling, take them to university and stuff like that. I'm just like, I have no 1 million rand to pay for nothing. I have no 1 million rand to sponsor a kid. So he was just telling us the importance of actually planning your finances and making sure that you're financially stable in order for you to pay for your child. I can really attest to this because I went to Wits University. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, a good education is expensive. Literally, it can cost you up to 100,000 Rand a year, meaning food, housing, paying for the school itself. It can cost you up to 100,000 Rand a year. So guys, when you have kids, can we think about this thing? Can we not just, guys, can we plan also so we can give our children the very best in the world? So it takes about 1 million. Just think about that. So if we can plan, let's plan. We know we all can't be millionaires, but let's be in a better financial state in order for us to make such choices. Another thing that he speaks about is entrepreneurs. So I liked the aspect of entrepreneurship because he says that entrepreneurs should learn to diversify. So if you have a specific business, don't only invest in that business, invest in shares as well. Find a way that you're not only invested in one particular industry. Spread out your wings so that when the crash comes, look at now, corona is here, and people's businesses, a lot of businesses are actually closing down. But if you had investments, even if they're going down, but it's not a total loss. So make sure that you are diversifying, you have a budget, you really manage your money truly well, right? And then moving on, he says learn to live below your means. Guys, this thing of getting money and when are you spending all of your salary, we are finding ways to just consume and just spend all our salary. That is not the way to go. Your salary is given to you so that you can put some of the money into your future. He says that you should actually plan for retirement. Even as an entrepreneur, even as an employee, make sure that you're planning for retirement. Invest at least 15% of your salary into retirement, because guys, you won't be able to work. All you being fresh, being nice, making money, that will all be gone. So make sure that you're getting your investments, you're getting your savings, you're getting your retirement. I cannot even stress about the importance of an emergency savings. Imagine now you have a car. The tire really one tire is like 1,000 rand to 2,000 rand. If you don't have emergency savings, that is really going to be a problem for you. So please hold emergency savings account. That's where you save at least 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses, right? You know, every month you spend approximately this much. So that's the amount of money that you should at least have in your emergency account, right? And then moving on, listen, he gave us all the tea that we need in order for us to get into the investment world, be it shares, be it bonds, be it ETFs. He even spoke about investing in listed property. There was just so much variety in terms of where you can invest, how to invest. You know, he had like, you know, the little detail that you sometimes need, like, oh my God, where do I even start? What is a bond? You know, how they pay. For instance, a bond will pay you a fixed interest, you know, every 6 months and stuff like that. So I really like the breakdown of how he gets into the investment world, especially for us, because some of us, we never got this lessons anyway. So this is, you know, us getting into a personal finance game and being on top of it. So this is the one good book. This is actually the best book with all the investment advice in one, and it's simple to understand. So another thing, guys, wills. It's actually quite saddening that a lot of people do not have wills. Our parents don't have wills, our aunts don't have wills, our grandparents don't have wills, we ourselves don't have wills, and it's really becoming a problem. He says every person who has an asset, even if you only have a car, make sure that you have a will. And even better, he goes into detail. He tells you that you actually can make a will, be it with a lawyer, be it with an advisor. I forgot the particular type of advisor. Or okay, he doesn't advise us to go with the bank because he says they are very expensive. So go to a lawyer, and then they will charge you from 500 rand to 1,000 rand depending on the complexity of your estate. So this is not something we should be scared of, like, oh my God, I don't know where to find these people, I don't know how much they cost. And if you're a lawyer or you know anybody who can assist us with this information, please link the information in the comment section, because we want to learn about this. We want to know what this is about, you know. And he's just saying the importance of having your kids, you know, get your stuff the way you want them, guys. No one is ever prepared for death, so let's make sure that at least our finances are ready for whenever we're going to cross over to the next world. So whatever that we done worked for is going to go to the right people, okay? Let your wishes be done. Hallelujah. So he speaks about also appointing an executor, right? So this is the person who's going to now it's like implement whatever you said in the will. He says that it doesn't necessarily have to be a professional, a trusted friend or anybody can do that. He spoke about accountants as well. That's us. You can appoint us to execute your will. So he was just giving really good advice and just helping people to make sure that you guys have wills, because we work so hard for our coin. Make sure your coin ain't going to waste, okay? And then lastly, he speaks about relationships and money. In the very sentence, he said he's speaking about serious relationships. So for people who are not in serious relationships, let us learn. It's going to be fine. But he says that it's important that both parties are involved with the finances. Don't have a situation where only one party knows about the finances, because if anything happens to that party, then you know your finances run into shambles. So I liked the structure that he said in his house. He said in the house the wife manages the budget and he manages investments. I was like, oh my goodness, this is a new entire level right here. So I really loved that. He's really giving practical advice and helping us to see in terms of our finances, to make sure that we are financially fit in a holistic manner, looking at different things, be it insurance, be it investments, be it making additional income. He's just coming through in a really good way. It's a one-stop shop for all your financial need, for sure. When you're starting out, okay, the numbers can be a little extra in the beginning, like saving 10,000. We are not there yet, okay, but do go there, do learn, and whatever income you are, the habits are the most important thing. So yeah, and then that's it. In terms of the lessons, what I loved about this book is that it's an all-rounder. I've been saying this, it's an all-rounder. I loved that. Another thing, this guy is honest. If something doesn't work, he will say it doesn't work. He's not like those financial advisors who are working for particular companies and will be like, oh, this is the best brand, oh, this is the best, but you know that you're looking for something that is not particularly from that company, but it's just good financial advice. So I like that he's an independent, he's speaking from an independent perspective and giving us independent advice. He's very straightforward. Sabi muntu, if the bank is not doing well, he said the bank is not doing well. And he's very experienced in what he's saying, because he can tell in his content that it's easy to understand, yet it is like facts, spitting facts, and just making sure that we are all sorted in terms of our finances. So yeah, I would say that everyone should read this book, because especially if you're working, or especially if you want to be financially just okay, you know, if you want to be financially set in life, make sure that you're reading this book, so that, you know, we are never taught these things. We have to learn them ourselves. Make sure you are equipped. I want you to be financially stable. I want you to be financially rich. I want you to be a millionaire. You know, call me. Let's do business. Call me. Let's link each other when you get there. But yes, let's make sure our finances are in order. And please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for listening. And ta-da, 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 bye.